What were you gonna say, Bucky?
Listen, I feel like with religion it goes like this. How do you know that the team you've picked is the actual right
There's
one?
no
And the fact is, the fact is that no matter what you tell me, I know you don't know, innit? Yeah. So the point being, rather than us all just being knuckling down and pretend that's not true, why don't we all just learn about every religion and find the good in every religion and just be inclusive of everyone? Why are we trying to figure out who's what so we can divide people? Who gives a fuck, bro? Because in my experience of religion, the problem I have with it, it's been very divisive in my life. If it wasn't for religion and what happened in Yugoslavia at the time, it's like people that were neighbours that loved each other because now of religion were killing each other. It's crazy, bro. So I look at that, it's like, bro, how can that exist as a thing? It's like that makes no sense to me. So I think that I've seen religion weaponized in a way that actually can probably deter me from it, but then actually, the more I've thought about it is that, well, why would someone use religion? Because religion is powerful. There's something in religion that is valuable.
It's cold,
and it shouldn't be ignored. Like, there is something in it. As I just think it's been weaponized. But I think underneath all of this, there is something so true and powerful underneath that I think if people focused on that rather than what am I, this versus that, it's like the world would just be a much more inclusive place.
Because you know what religion what's a lot of religion is fear, right? You don't want to go to hell. You don't want to, you're scared, like everything you do. So
I really believe in that shit.
You pick it up and they weaponize it and they use fear.
But then if you flip that to like the faith side of it and the beauty of what could be beautiful. Because again, I think for me, is it when you close your eyes, that's it? We don't know. But then there's obviously there's that hope. It's like, oh.
Would you not think though? Is that it when you close your eyes?
No, listen,
I don't know about this.
I don't know.
Because it's a bit mad. It's a good one. It's a bit mad to just go, because then you think, what? Is that it? Like, everything man's done in my life.
It really could be.
And it just feel like you're just a kid.
It could be. Bro, but what do you not believe? What do you believe?
It makes it so, like, it makes everything so insignificant. Like, everything, like, it's only, 75 years,
but isn't it quite liberating? Yeah. It's quite freeing.
Well, that it ends. Like, it just ends.
If that is the scenario, let's play that scenario.
Yeah.
If that isn't it quite liberating that it just ends? Why does it matter what you do now? Just have fun, bro. You got a limited amount of time. Just enjoy it.
But then there's like the spiritual side of it as well, right? There's like you feel things or you see things. Or
but if it ends, you don't.
So what's that then?
What do you think happens then?
It's just over.
That's
what you think.
I don't think that's what you think.
No, I think there's. I fully believe in heaven and hell. I fully believe that one day when I get there, I'll be able to see all my old relatives, friends, all these people, and I think they're all there. I believe
but
that.
then hold on, but then also
to believe that.
Hold on. Question.
Yeah, okay.
So
no, there's no proof. It's what I want to. That's why I said, what do you believe? That's my question.
I guess.
That's why I can't say, what do you know? No one.
That's
what do you believe?
The word, believe in it.
Is heaven and hell for you based on just religion? Like,
I actually like the Islamic view of it. I like the Islamic view. I don't necessarily agree with the whole idea of you can do whatever you want and then just repent and you go heaven. I don't believe Hitler can repent and go heaven. Do you understand what I'm saying? That part of Christianity and stuff I don't believe in. But I like the Islamic view of it. It's just more like a scale. So over your life, you'll do certain things, and then you'll be like a scale: good, bad, and over time, whatever weighs more is where you end up, basically. And I that view,
which
with
is
the
fair.
way my brain works, makes sense.
Yeah,
do you understand? It's like
yeah.
I do good things happen. Do bad things happen. That's logical. So I like that view of it. That's the way I look at it.
And you know what? There's beauty in.
But that's the idea. Let's say you're closed off to religion. Sorry to cut you off,
go on.
but let's say you're closed off from religion. See what you said there. You learned something there. So I like that.
I
But
didn't
no, like, let's say you're someone who's just like, I'm just this. Your religion's fake. If you just brought those 2 points together, how can you, as a reasonable person, go, no, you can do whatever you want and just repent and you go heaven?
Yeah, because I just think
that makes sense, bro.
And I don't mean to sound like in a pompous way, but I think because they say some people are driven by just pure logic and no emotion. Couple episodes, I'm literally talking about the fact that I lack empathy, bro. Like, because mostly it's like, what are the facts, bro? Like, and to what you just said about
these are rewritten books.
Like, and
these
also,
are rewritten books.
And also, but for me,
think about man telling stories, how we inflate stories, and think about them over hundreds of years being written and then lost. And some of the books, the methodology. I work in data. The methodology is peak.
Hey, what do you reckon the original Noah's Ark story is?
Have you not heard about what
happened the first time?
In the British Library, there's tablets which are tens of thousands of years old.
Yeah.
which they've when you transcribe, I don't know how they transcribe. They've
Okay,
transcribed
well that's another
and the
methodology
story-
flaw.
and
They've
the-
guesstimated.
And the
Yeah.
stories are what's in the Noah's Ark.
Yeah.
Essentially, they're different names, but it's the same thing. There's a
But
massive.
what do you think originally happened? It was blatantly just a man, his dog,
Have you
and
not
a
heard of
cat.
the Book of
And he
Enoch?
just said, and he
Or
just said a
something.
mad story.
All of a sudden, the food and
No, but
different
there's
things,
hella
like,
story.
you
There's
heard
the
about
what's the guy? Is it Jonah? Jonah and the whale.
The Book of
Yeah,
Enoch.
yeah, yeah.
He went, what, you think he went for a swim and he came back and
That's
said,
what
I
I'm
got
saying,
eaten by a whale?
Nah, but like, so what's said to have happened, right, is all of the original text, or the original Bible at least, was written in Greek, and whenever hundreds of years ago, whenever it was initially translated to English, we couldn't translate Greek properly, so it wasn't translated
Isn't it
correctly.
Latin?
Oh, sorry,
We
Latin,
should
yeah,
get
Latin.
Yeah, it wasn't
ChatGPT.
Greek,
you
it was
know.
Latin.
Why don't we just we should actually incorporate AI into our show.
But let's just get on the screen.
We should actually ask
Well, what's the question?
about the original text that formed the Bible.
Do you know why I like that?
Do you know? There's a guy. Sorry, I watch him.
That idea.
He's a bit controversial, but I watch him. He's the channel's called Forbidden Knowledge.
Yeah.
And
Sick channel.
bro,
Was it
Unreal
Instagram?
channel. YouTube.
YouTube.
YouTube, yeah.
But he looks at
Unreal.
ancient texts and ancient tablets.
So I
and
am
says,
deep in this, bro.
This is where these stories come from, and it gets a bit like. There's a bit where he talks about we were actually seeded on this planet by aliens. And
It's called the Book of Enoch.
Oh,
I'm telling you, look
bro.
now.
That litty.
The book.
Bro.
No, this is in the lost scrolls, the sea scrolls that they found with the original text of whatever. They basically at the time the church selected the scrolls that they included in the Bible. What they didn't include was something they also found in the exact same thing called the Book of Enoch, and it's around aliens, all this kind of
and
stuff.
how-
And they didn't include that because they didn't agree with the narrative.
and how
Okay,
it
I'm saying,
essentially how
But it's in
we,
the same, like when they found the lost
and
scrolls.
it tells you how we
the same
got
thing
here
they used in the
essentially.
Bible.
And
Do you know what, I
there's
hear
a
you.
Book of Mary as well. That was taken
Yeah,
out
bro.
as well.
It's
Book
so
of Mary.
the
Because
methodology
if we're
is
talking
selective.
about people, yeah, if we're saying people did this, yeah, we all know people to this day have their own agendas.
Exactly.
Have
You
their
can do it
own
now.
biases.
You can start a
Their own
story
views
right.
of
I
the
can
world.
start a story
Yeah,
about you right now and
literally.
make it go
If we're
around.
talking
The
about
fact
you,
that they
that's just where it goes,
selected
innit?
what they used and what they didn't already tells me that someone is curating the story. It's not the full story.
Yeah.
You get it? So for me, all I'm saying is that again, if we're being objective, no offense to everyone, whatever you believe in, I believe in it for you. I'm happy for you. Enjoy it. But my point is that if you look at it from a methodology standpoint, there are clear flaws that make me go, because there is no concrete data here, I can't commit.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is rather than going, I'm this team or I'm this team, I'm going to say, you whatever you are, I'm happy. Let me learn about your religion. And I'm going to continue to build my knowledge, build
a
my
good approach,
spirituality.
man.
And what happens is, as you get older, one thing I'll say, the one thing I've seen with a lot of people that get older, the one thing I'll say, guys, and we might notice as the show goes on, because we're going to do it till 2088, remember that, yeah? what we'll notice is, when you get older, you get a lot closer to God. Trust me. As you get older and you start to see a different arch of your life, you start to get a lot more spiritual.
My question was going to be, do you believe there is a God?
100%. I just don't believe in religion. 100% believe in
Okay,
God.
so there is a God. He created everything. How does that work?
You know what is? This is where my belief in God is very practical, because my answer is I don't know. I just believe there is
Do you
a
know
God.
where it spins me? Is how big, not just our universe, but there's other universes.
Oh
out
my
there.
God.
And it's like, yeah, listen, I believe there's a God. We can't just be a coincidence. We can't just turn up and there's a bang and then everything and then there's life and then there's tens of millions of thousands of
also doesn't
however
make
many
sense.
galaxies,
Yeah.
galaxies are there.
You can't tell me we came from lizards and that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
come
makes
on,
no.
bro.
Listen, what did Cat Williams say? He was like, if we evolved from monkeys, what happened to the other monkeys? But it's true. It's like, yeah, there's, and everything's too perfect to be like this just happened. And then there's you just reacted. And then there's the other side of what are we just gonna?
No,
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 but-
water because the camera's on you, bro. I want to get water.
I thought you were talking about the shot Cole Palmer just did.
No, but I want to
No.
water. I'm listening to this guy,
How
bro.
much I hate Arsenal, bro.
Wait, listen, Arsenal.
different.
Thank you,
The
bro.
Arsenal.
What was I saying? So, yeah. So what's been is like how big this thing is and how it goes. And then there was I was listening to someone and they were like, "Is it one God for the whole multi
Global governance. Has he got global governance?
Or is there like we have?
What's his racy look
What's
like?
his remit like?
Like,
Is
we
he
have-
regional
yeah,
head? Like,
we have like a
East
Milky
Galacticos,
Way
like-
God, for example,
yeah,
and
yeah.
that's the guy that's done it. But like it's just like it's so. But then your brain just goes mad because
I
you
don't know.
can't
The
think
God
of it.
thing is. I want to believe there's a God. I do, and
I
I
don't
think
think
yeah,
it needs to be
exists,
that
but
complicated.
I
just
think
there's a
what
God
it is,
part.
right? What it is, right, is you've got how you look at the whole universe, and you look at how it's inconceivably large to your brain.
Yep.
That's what God is.
Yeah.
God is inconceivable to what your
I
brain
like
can
that,
think.
Carl. That's another
Callum,
gem.
mate, you're dropping bars, boy.
He's blushing. Look, he likes it. Look at him. He did this to him.
You know, every time,
Yeah, it landed him.
You're 19.
every time he's spoken, bro, he's dropped a
Hey,
gem.
he means what he
You know what it
says,
is? I
he says
clocked
what he
it.
means,
He's got
bro.
AI on the ears, bro. He's telling you.
He's telling no.
I got ChatGPT.
That's it's inconceivable.
It's inconceivable that God would be something
Right,
so small.
what's next? What did we have next?
I got a
Bro,
9
listen.
in RS,
What
bro.
I
I'm
see,
clear.
what I do for these lot, what you don't appreciate at all is I make the session feel very natural. Because if you deep it, if you look at what I said we're going to go through, we've completely
We've covered all of
finished
it.
everything.